And we're doing this live. We are in Kumasi. We have deployed our correspondent to various sections of the street. It's where we have the national disinfection exercise taking place. It's the second in the series. The first, you all will remember, took place right here in Accra. And we'll have, of course, Erastus Asaridonko and the rest of the team. Erastus is with us the rest of the morning. He is going to give us all the update. You can see that, and with their sprayers, they're going around making sure they do their disinfection. And targeted markets in the capital, Kumasi, in Ashanti. You could see also the trucks spraying the disinfectants, these Zoom Lion trucks, specialized trucks deployed to make sure that this exercise, just like we saw in Accra, becomes a success. The Ministry of Local Government is undertaking this, coordinating this whole exercise with Zoom Lion Ghana and the rest of its subsidiaries and other companies and groupings within the health and waste industry and sanitation industry as well, to make sure this is undertaken. This is going to take place possibly not only today, tomorrow, and according to what the Minister for Ashanti said, Simon Osei Mensah, possibly up to Sunday, depends. The advice he gave that because of the number of markets they've been demarcated, to ensure that at least residents in the capital would have that opportunity to go and shop or buy their food items or other wares in some of the markets that would not be slated for today's exercise. Across board, we have in excess of some 280 markets designated or assigned to be disinfected for this exercise. And just in case you're a resident of Kumasi, you also want to join in this conversation, you can send us pictures and videos of what is happening in the market near you, in your community, if you live in the Ashanti Regional capital of Kumasi, and tag us on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. You can also send us more of these videos or give us more of your retweet and responses to our post on Twitter at JoyNews on TV. Now let's take you to nearby main city of Kumasi. Oforikrom is one of the suburbs, and Kwesi Deborah is joining us live. Kwesi Deborah, good morning to you. What so far have you been able to cover by your own observations?
The newly created assemblies, and they are undertaking this. And I know they're going to about 5 places, and so I have the head of the exercise, and he's going to tell us how many places I go to. I go to 5. What are okay, with that, we learned that the Queen Mother needs that. What
yeah, our arrangements are the market, but the thing that actually takes like 6 hours to every daily transfer. So that we can just get that we are passing that into our application.
Okay. And we are also learning from other quarters that the familiarity of the spraying machine. We know they are okay with the normal ones, but with the still ones.
But there is people think that we should another new that the workers are not good. Just what they are doing, they are going by the schedule that the code that the workers are out. That they get to the schedule to be back up.
It's not the war, is that because this is the other something else. We're going to the market for instance. These machines, all these machines, the other places that you need to cover. Not going to be
no, that's the reason that we have about 2,000 new ones to take the new one. So that when you get to that end, we let this like
we are currently at the Central Market. This is within the Central Market area, and as you can see, there is a spraying gang which is doing the interior of the market. There is a van That's a spraying vehicle that is going around on the main street. But behind me, they are doing the various shops, spraying the walls of the shops as we go on. So this is the disinfection team for Central Market, KJTR and its environs. So currently we have a number of teams for Ofori Chrome, we have Swami, we have Mosizongo, we have other areas. But you can see all the shops are closed at the moment for this particular disinfection. And what they are doing is try to spray the frontage of the shops and get as deep as they can at the moment. And there are many of such teams scattered deep within the market as we speak. So this is what is happening at the moment. There are many of such teams scattered within the market. It's a very huge market, and so there are many of these within the market. On the main streets, we have the spraying vehicles that are doing the main streets at the moment, and so they are currently around Dr. Mensah and its environs. But many of these spraying gangs are scattered across the markets, and they are doing that within. Boss, so where are we headed at the moment?
Here now we are at Bode Street. So we are from Bode Street, we are moving towards the Meat Shop area. From now we are moving to the Meat Shop area.
Are there any challenges at the moment?
No challenges, please. No challenges at all.
Will we be able to cover the entire market? It's a very huge market. How many of such teams do we have?
Now we have the one machine in this car, and then we have other small machines. You can see them. So we have about 10 of this. So we are moving lane by lane. From this lane, we're moving to another lane to do the work. So we will be able to cover the whole market today.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Thomas Kublenu, Thomas Lawrence Kublenu, please.
So Thomas Lawrence Kublenu is in charge of this particular area, and what you're seeing right now is the Central Market, the other end of the Central Market. There are about, how many entrances do we have?
We have about 25 entrances.
So 25 entrances, it shows you how big the Central Market is at the moment. So we are at the Bode end of the Central Market. From here, we are moving straight deep into the meat market area. Are all the shops closed?
Yes.
Food items, how covered are they?
Covered, adequately covered. They are all adequately covered. Yes.
So we'll follow the team and get to see more of such action. But when you go down south, we are seeing the spraying vans moving on the various streets. Currently, they are the Dr. Mensah area, spraying the entire streets as we speak. But they are doing the proper detailing, spraying the frontage of the shops, making sure that they get deep within the market to touch every single area to disinfect. So they are refilling now, and then they will move deep into the market again. So where is the gentleman? Let me find out what kind of chemical are we using at the moment.
What is that? Chlorine. We are using chlorine, please. Chlorine.
How effective is it?
Very, very effective. Yes, the potency also is okay. Yes. So it is very, very effective.
So they are all refilled and they are moving again. So let's try to follow to see how they are doing this. Let me say that compliance with this particular exercise has been very fruitful. We've had all shops are closed. When you move onto the streets, there are few people who are just standing and watching what is going on. There are a few recalcitrant ones who came on the streets trying to sell their wares, but they've all been driven away at the moment. So we go back into the shops as they do the exercise. So certainly it's going to take all morning to be able to finish the entire shops. It's such a huge task We are talking about more than 500 of these shops currently. And so it's not an easy task, but they hope to finish by midday today. So gradually they go deep within the market, and with this area they sell all manner of things, local merchandise in this area. So all the shops are properly closed. I must say many of the items they sell outside have been covered with polythene bags for this particular exercise. So at the moment we have a number of these spraying gangs scattered all across Kumasi for this exercise. There are those who are currently at Menchia, Oforikrom and its environs, Moshizongo, and this is the team we have here at the Central Market Bode area as well. So this is going to go on for a very long time until we are done by midday. Here they sell chicken, live birds here at the Central Market. And as you can see, all the shops are closed for this particular exercise. And this is the team that is ensuring that we spray every nook and cranny of this particular shop to ensure that we move on. And this team is also followed by a drone team which is capturing the length and breadth of the market. And there's an oversight team as well, ensuring that this is going well according to plan. Let me try and speak with one gentleman. So, how are we going to ensure that every part is covered? You can see that here we have quite a number of things in there, but all of them are locked at the moment. How do we ensure that we go in and make sure every part is covered?
Surely every part will be covered, but we are not entering shops. We are only spraying the outside, I mean in frontage and the lanes of the shops, because we ordered that the traders shouldn't come to market today, so they will not be available to open the shops for us to enter the shops. So we are spraying the lanes, and that will be okay.
There are people who are asking questions about how effective this will be, you know, especially when you have these areas where they sell live birds. Yeah. You're supposed to get a detailed spraying, go in there, be able to fill every part of it. How do we ensure this becomes very effective?
It will be effective because no chlorine is gaseous. So since it's a gaseous substance, it will be effective. It will be very, very effective. Yeah.
Thank you very much. But elsewhere in Accra, we were seeing mines and other things coming out of their holes and all that. We are yet to see some here. Have you seen any at the moment?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. And
so
we have also not seen any.
I've not seen any yet, but we are still looking to see as the Zoom Lion staff move into the nook and cranny of the market, doing a fantastic job here, trying to disinfect the whole market and get it open for business come tomorrow.
drone. They are also in to start their own. So I don't know if you'll have to capture that one.
Okay.
They are under where the cars were parked.
Okay.
Are we still like?
Assam. You say free life and I can't just. I want to know whether we are.
Boss, I don't have a monitor, so I don't know. Boss, you see, they are. Hold on. I've been waiting.
You from Kumasi, and alongside our deployed forces of the military to ensure that there is stability, there is law and order, and everybody is put in check. First, market women before today, as well as those other traders in the various designated markets, were notified, if not educated publicly, on the day of the exercise, and so were expected or are expected to have vacated the market before the start of the exercise. And indeed, since we started this live coverage, hearing from Kwesi Deborah, Erastus Asari Donko has also been in a position to give us what the pictures have been, what the state of the markets have been. Currently, the personnel with the vehicles are making sure at various vantage points in these over 280 designated markets are using the spraying guns, the rucksack sprayers, and then the chlorine disinfectant, as we can see in the live pictures we're showing and videos we're showing you, to ensure that they undertake this exercise according to how the health guidelines and modalities have been outlined since the whole exercise started in Accra. Also being used are state-of-the-art drones affixed with these disinfectants to ensure that while on-ground work is ongoing, they also have on-air disinfection. Let's hear from Erastus.
And spray just above the structure so we can get enough coverage from the air.
Okay, so we are going to see how this is going to get off at the moment. What's your name, sir?
My name is Alfred.
Alfred. So Alfred is going to fly this drone at the moment. I would like you to see what we are going to have here. It's a giant drone, actually. And as you can see, the base here is where the chemical is going to be. And they're going to fly this all over the market. And they're going to spray the market as well with this giant drone. So we're going to see how this is going to fly and do the disinfection as well. So they came really prepared, Zoom Lion, I must say, and the whole exercise is going to take different shades. We have the spraying vehicles that are going on the streets and doing the spraying of the streets itself. We have the spraying gangs who are also moving deep into the market to do the spraying. And then we have these drones, giant drones, that are also going to fly over the market and do the disinfection. Let me try to get closer. So when the drone flies, what will be its target at the moment?
Currently, we're going to be doing the big open spaces. That's where we are targeting. And the hand sprayers are doing the nooks and crannies of the place.
Okay.
Yes.
So how effective is this?
It's very effective in the sense that it covers wider areas in shorter times, and the spray is very even.
Okay, so we can't wait to see it fly. We're going to see how this is going to be done. But you can see the team behind me, quite a number of people assembled for this particular exercise. So we have that truck, which has chemicals in it. It does its own disinfection on the streets here. And then we have the various spraying gangs, the ones I was following. They are also using the spraying machines to go deeper within the market, do the detailed disinfection itself. So you can see the members behind me going to and fro, go inside the market, do the disinfection, they come back, they refill, and then they do it again. So we're going to fly this drone, but before that, this is the chemical they are going to use. It's been prepared already. They are going to fill this. They are going to put that into the drone and then start the flying, and then it will start the disinfection. What you see here are the controls they are going to use to fly the drone, control the drone, and do the proper disinfection. Behind me as well, you can see the machine is on, and so they are also going to spray directly and fill the air with enough chemical to kill every pathogen we have within the market circle. So once again, we are live at Bode entrance. We have many entrances to the central market. It's a very big market. This is the Bode end, and that is where we are. There is a spraying vehicle which is on the other side of the market at the Roman Hill area, the central market area, Dr. Mensah and its environs. And then we have this which is going into the interior of the market, doing the air spraying. We have the drone which we are about to fly at the moment, and that one will also be doing its disinfection. So we are ready. They are pouring the chemical in there. Okay, so is it full already?
Yes, it's full, yes. So we are getting ready to take off in a few minutes. We have a few adjustments to make, and then we'll be up.
And is it the same chemical we have in?
The same chemical that we have in the trucks is the same thing we are using.
Right. So we are ready to fly at the moment, and I can't wait to see this giant drone fly and do its job at the moment. So he's slotting in the batteries. Yes, and connecting the straps as well. And then we're good to go. Let me say that this has not happened in Kumasi for a very, very long time. Seeing disinfection at such a large scale, it's not happened here in Kumasi for a very, very long time. So there's an opportunity, not the COVID-19 alone, but to kill other pathogens, other microbes that we find in the market area. So we are ready to fly this drone as part of the disinfection exercise. He's putting on the straps already. and then we're good to go. But this is not the only drone they have here. They have other giant drones, and the camera can capture this one. Yes. So that's another giant drone we have here, and they are going to fix that one as well. So what is this one called?
This is called the M6E, and that's the M4. This is a bigger version of that. This is 10 liters. That one carries 5 liters worth of chemical.
This carries 10 liters of the chemical, and this one carries 5 liters. So definitely, this is a very huge drone as well. So we are good to go. Which one are we flying first?
This will go first.
Okay. So these are giant drones. This one carries 10 liters of the chemical we're going to use. This one carries 5 liters of the chemical we're going to use, and they're going to fly them. This one will go first and then start the disinfection. And we're going to follow that one for you right now for you to see how this is going to be done. This is the Zoom Lion team. They came very prepared, and as you can see, we have diverse teams doing this disinfection. We have the vehicle spraying machines moving onto the streets of Central Market. We have Abuabu, Moshizogo, and its environs. We have Oforikrom, Swame, Tech area. They are all doing the same job. Now we're taking the drone over to be flown. So let's go see. I'm just eager to see how this particular drone will fly and how it's going to perform its job at the moment. So this is the control now. You are the controller. So how are we going to start?
So this comes on, it talks to that. We check all our settings, make sure everything is fine, and then we take off.
Okay. And what's the name of it again?
This is the M4.
M4?
Yes, and that's the M6.
So whilst we are doing this, there is a van which is following us at the moment, which is also doing a public communication, addressing the people and telling them what to do, what not to do to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So this is where we're going to fly the disinfectant drone, I must say, call it that way.
On prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with
So they are making sure that everything is checked and good to go. Yes, so they will turn it around, put it in a, yes, great. And it's now ready to go. This one is filled with 5 liters of chlorine, which is being used at the moment. And the other one is filled with 10 liters of chlorine. So we are flying this one first when we are done. And this one, as you said, covers a wide area. Which stores are we going to spray?
Oh, because of the nature of the drone, we don't go close to the stores. We need room to fly, so we only do the open areas.
Open areas?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll be doing just this open area as we see. Yes.
So it fills the air with a chemical?
The air with a chemical, correct.
It kills every microbe?
Correct. So we are kind of like an improved version of what is on the truck. Yes.
Right. So Zoom Lion came with a number, like I've been telling you, a number of disinfection teams. We have the spraying truck that is currently moving on the streets of Alaba, Central Market and all that. And then we have the spraying gangs who are using the spraying machines going deep into the market and spraying the frontage of the shops at the moment. And this one is going to fill the air with a chemical also to disinfect the air that we breathe, kill every microbe that we have. So currently they are checking the controls here to make sure everything is set before they fly it. We have 2 of such drones. There's a bigger version of this sitting over there with 10 liters of chlorine. This one has 5 liters of chlorine ready to fly. When we're done with this, we'll go to the other one. So today's exercise is fully mobilized, fully organized, and ready to fight COVID-19 and the spread at the moment. So this end where we are at the moment is Bode the entrance of the central market. And currently part of the central market has been cordoned off for the second phase of the project to begin. And as you can see, we are about to fly and disinfect. So you can see the liquid spraying on the ground. That is what it's going to do when it flies into the air. So there we go. And this is the M16, and you can see how it's filling and spraying the air with the chemical. And this one has 5 liters of chlorine. So it goes in the air and sprays the open spaces. And I must say, quite a number of people who have gathered here to watch this. Would it be a problem for them?
Yes, because of the chemical.
So currently we need a team to get people away from this particular area.
And then fly towards us.
So we have 2 of such drones. This is just a smaller version of the M16 spraying gun. And the chemical that is in there is similar to the chemicals that are being used in the spraying vehicles and the spraying guns that are inside the market at the moment. This one is to spray into open spaces and fill the air with a chemical, kill every microbe as it moves along. So if you're watching this, this is the central market area in Kumasi, and there are many entrances to this market. This is the Bode end. When you move forward, that is where they sell meat and other food items. Currently, every part of the market is closed for this particular exercise. Zoom Lion has ensured that we do have quite diverse ways of doing the disinfection. So currently we have spraying guns that are inside the market, doing the frontage of the shops. And we have this drone, 2 of them, that are also disinfecting the open spaces.
So currently, as you can see, we've done this stretch.
Yes.
We are almost out of liquid, so we're going to pull over, top up, check our settings, and then we take off again.
Okay, so we are done with the first part, but the other drone still has 10 liters of chlorine.
Yes, so once we finish with this one, then we'll take off with that one as well. Yes.
So once we're done with this, we can fully say that the air around this area has been disinfected.
Exactly, because as you can see, the track is also complementing what we just did.
So you can see the track also doing its job. So this is to make sure that we leave no stone unturned in ensuring that the whole place is fully disinfected. When you go to the other side of the market, we also have the spraying vehicles that are doing the streets all across. We started from the Kejetia roundabout where the statue of Otumfuo is. We moved all the way to the Asafu interchange. We came back to the Roman Hill area. Currently we are inside the central market, the Bode end, and we are using the track which you see in your shots over there, and we are doing the drones as well. There are other teams that are inside the market using the spraying machines to also disinfect. So it's going according to plan at the moment. We are leaving no stone unturned to ensure that every nook and cranny of the market areas is fully covered before we leave this area. And when we go back into your shops, we have the military personnel who are also ensuring that we have sanity here and everybody complies. But as you can see, the shops are empty. People are complying, people are supporting. Just some few people who have gathered alongside the streets trying to catch a glimpse of what is going on here. And certainly this is just something that you need to watch. A lot of people want to watch this, and people are watching from the balconies over there, as you can see as well. So we're doing the disinfection here. There are other teams that are covering other areas. We have Oforikrom, we have Moshizongo, we have Asokore Mampong, we have the tech area as well. We have going into the Menshia area. We also have my other colleagues also who are following the spraying over here. But the concentration at the moment is within this very big market, the central market. So we started with the spraying of the streets right at the new central market. There is another team that is spraying over there. And we are also here at Bode, another entrance to the old central market where we've started the spraying. Currently, we are refilling the drone. We can catch a glimpse of what is happening there again. So we've sprayed from this end to this end. We are refilling, and then we move a step further. So we'll keep doing this until we've covered the entire area, and then we are good to go.
And I tell you, it's non-stop. Straight away, we'll take you to the tech area where we have a market close by. Kwesi Deborah. Kwesi Deborah is ready with the latest update, and it's where the exercise is also ongoing. Now, Kwesi, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Roland. Hello, Roland.
Yeah.
You can see me?
Yes, I can. Please go ahead straight away, and let's see what you've got.
Yes, Roland, we're here at the Tech Junction, and we were a minute ago, that's about 2 minutes ago, we're at the Oforiko Municipal Assembly. And we have the National Disinfection Exercise, and the Oforiko Municipal Assembly, as you know, is one of the newly created assemblies, and they are carrying out this exercise for this whole place. We'll be going to 5 places, and this is one of the places that we've alighted, and this is the Tech Junction, one of the places which is going to where the exercise is going to take place. So I'm going to speak with the head of the team, who is going to tell us more about what is going to take place today. So I have Mr. Abebio here. Mr. Abebio, you are the head of the team. Now, let's see the places. We already know that you'll be going to 5 places. What are these places?
Those are the Tech Junction, Eija Market, Anglogan and Onion Markets, Eidrasi Market, and then the Kote Market. Those are the areas that we're going.
Oh, we are also learning that the Queen Mother of Eija has made a certain request. What is this request?
Yeah, the Queen Mother of Eija was saying that she wanted us to capture the public toilets as well. So right now we are factoring the public toilet in the disinfection exercise.
Okay, and I've seen the spraying machines, and I've seen the solo, I've seen the still, and from what we heard, is that some of the people who are not, that's your workers, are not familiar with the still machine. What brought about this?
Yes, and we usually use the solo machines, but the still machines were procured recently by the municipal assembly. So that's how come that the workers are not so familiar with the new still machines. But currently, we have enough solo machines that we can use to carry out the exercise. But should there be a problem, then we bring the new still machines as a backup. Yeah, so that was the plan.
Well, in other places, we're seeing spraying trucks, and we're seeing drones. You know, for drones, that it has that area advantage. It's going to cover so many places, but you are only on the ground. Is that not going to impact the work?
Currently, this is just about communication. If we need the service of the drones here, we just have to call so that they'll just bring those things here, and we just take the coverage from the angles that we think will be best suited for this job.
All right, so now we are at the Tech Junction. From this place, where are you going to?
From this place, we are deploy workers to the Tech Junction and then the Eija markets. And then we are also deploy workers to Anglogan and Onion markets. We are left with Eidrasi and then the Kote markets to deploy workers, and then we are finished with all our deployments.
So let's look at the time. Since you're not using drones and also the trucks, let's look at the time. How many hours are you going to take to complete this whole exercise?
Yes, we are targeting using 3 hours, because currently, looking at the time is fast spent. It's almost about 8:26 now. So if we are targeting 3 hours from now, I think it should be by 12 o'clock, maximum 12, we should be done with this exercise.
All right, so Roland, you heard the head of the team, Mr. Victor Abebio, and he's been telling us what has been happening, what's going to happen. So in a maximum of 3 hours, we should be done with this whole exercise. Chlorine-filled tanks, that's spraying guns, are all going to be around. He's telling us also that the solo machine is what they are familiar with, not familiar with the still machine, but they know how they are going to manage it. So we're going to monitor the exercise and know how this whole thing is going to pan out. So Roland, back to you in the studios.
Yeah. Look, great coverage so far. We've got it all covered. Wherever the exercise is taking place, whichever market in Kumasi, right here on JoyNews, we'll bring you the relevant updates. We will be ready for Erastus, and he already will give us the next line of the coverage and the picture for the exercise. But we also have to tell you, if you live close to any of those communities where these markets and the fumigation, the disinfection is ongoing, you can give us more of your pictures as we get interactive on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. We also do have our Twitter handle at JoyNews on TV. Tag us, send us, and Erastus is ready.
See, it is spraying towards that end, go back to where we came from, and then come back here, disinfecting the open space, and then we move along. So as we move along, we are going back to that place and coming back. What is it doing now?
So as you can see, we want to make sure that we disinfect the place properly. So we are doing a second passover to make sure that every surface is covered. Right. So that's what we are doing now.
Right. So as you can see, we're doing again where we started, and this one is intensive. If you are here with me, you can feel the presence of the chemical within the airspace itself. And so it is doing an intensive disinfection of the air itself. All around you can feel the smell of the chemical within the open space. And so it tells you how intense the spraying is at the moment. We have to keep our nose masks on to be able not to inhale the liquid so much. But you can see that the open space is being sprayed around, and he's giving the instructions as we go. This is really deep. How long can it last in the air with a chemical?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. So every 15 minutes we do refill.
That's correct.
Great. So that is what is happening at the moment. Right here you can see the mayor of Kumasi, who has also been going around to check what is going on. I'll try to just move over, have a chat with him on what is happening here at the moment. So this is the team that is going around ensuring that the right things are being done. And what you're seeing so far, is this what you planned?
Yes, we plan more than this, because it's not only the drone that is doing the spraying. We have vehicles and we have manual sprayers too. This market is a very big market, but the drone is there purposely for the road and the rooftop and all the others. We have a lot of areas that will need a vehicle. The vehicle will be coming because we are from KGT. There they are using the vehicle, and the manual ones will enter into the various corridors and do the spraying exercise. Yes.
So you are the mayor of Kumasi, so this is your area. Yes. Currently you've been touring the various areas. Would you call for more intensity, or you think we can finish by the close of the day?
No, I'm sure we will finish for the day. By the close of the day, we will finish. But having the Minister for Local Government here, I will be like Oliver Twist. I will be asking for more, because we have our prisons, and the prisons have not been covered now. We have a lot of institutions, we have schools that have not been covered. So like Oliver, we thank them for this initiative, but we are asking that immediately we finish this, we are asking that the prisons, the schools and others should be sprayed. And apart from this, we are also asking for fumigation, because very soon the rains will start. And we want all the areas that are needed, especially the sanitary areas, to also be fumigated so that we don't incur any cholera. For 3 good years, Kumasi has not recorded even one single case of cholera, and we want to sustain it.
So that's the mayor of Kumasi, Honorable Esibe Entry. We have the Minister for Local Government right here, Deputy Minister for Local Government with me right here. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
The mayor is certainly happy with what you've done so far, but you hear him calling for more areas. So after this, what are we going to see?
Yes, I'm also happy
to be part of this program, and on behalf of my Honorable Minister, he's put up a number of strategies and programs to be able to touch base with all the markets. Essentially, we have validated 1,000 markets that we're going to spray, making sure that every part of it is covered to be able to position ourselves, contain the virals, and as is rightly said, in the upcoming weeks, the rain season will begin, and the tendency is that the cholera may also want to come in. So the fumigation that he's advocating for is germane. We're going to look at it. And then he's also advocating that we also extend our scope to include the prisons and some public schools. It's also germane, and we're going to have a look at it and then provide all the necessary resources to be able to, because we want to position, His Excellency the President is simply positioning the country in a situation that not even a single person, at least those residents here, I mean, we will have the life lost. And we can address that when we become proactive. When we are proactive in terms of providing some of these logistics, then we'll be able to continue. So I agree with them. And as you also rightly said that looking at the way the program, are we able to do it in a day? I have come and observed it. We need some reinforcements, so they are bringing some more of the logistics to be able to touch base with all the market.
What are they bringing at the moment? More trucks?
More trucks. They are bringing more trucks, bringing manual spraying machines and all that. That one is also a little bit efficient and linked with the drones. At least we get a better spectrum to be able to work with. So it's a good beginning, and we are hoping to continue. We are hoping that at the end of the day, all the market will have been sprayed. We are not only spraying market in Kumasi, we are touching base with all the market in the 43rd district. As we speak, there are gangs in Obuasi doing spraying, covering all the market areas in Kumasi. Even in my constituency, we get there from here and all that. So the tax is big, but we are on top of it.
How do you see Zoom Lions work so far?
Well, so far it's been good, and so far it's been good. We are not only relying on Zoom Lion for this work. Other private sectors are also coming in. You know, we are not just doing the spraying. We are also providing certain logistics like Veronica buckets, hand sanitizers, soaps, all that, together with the fabricator stand. We are engaging some entrepreneurs to provide the stand. We are engaging some other stakeholders to provide the Veronica bucket, so that at least we're able to do this. We do and finish within the next 10 days. So if you want to rely on only one person, the tendency is that we may not be able to finish.
Before I go back to the second drone, and we are expecting the bigger drone to start flying at the moment to continue with the disinfection of the open space. Let me find out from you. You've seen the comportment of people, the way people are behaving on the streets. What would you tell them?
I am so happy about that. I'm so happy. I'm even so impressed about the level of cooperation, support by the media to the fight against the coronavirus. I'm so happy. My minister is so overwhelmed because the basic ingredients required to fight this virus has to do with the knowledge and how we'll be able to proclaim the knowledge to that. And that is an area that the media has done so well, and we commend you for that. With respect to the general public, it's been impressive. The attitude, the comportment, the compliance, it's amazing. That shows that Ghanaians with the right leadership, they'll be able to support and achieve whatever levels that they want to go. I'm happy about the level of cooperation.
Thank you very much. And that's the Deputy Minister for Local Government. And we are now seeing his entourage move, and they are trying to supervise. They're going around supervising and ensuring that the right thing is being done on the street. So all this part of the central market has been sprayed and disinfected already, and we still have quite a number of the teams inside the market. It's a very big market. This is the old central market, the Bode entrance. We have several entrances to this market, and we have the new markets about a mile from here, walking through the market alone. And so a lot is being done within the market we'll continue to follow the spraying gangs and other teams that we do have here. But we still have a bigger drone to fly. I'm told this drone can really cover a large open space area. It has 10 liters of chlorine, and currently we're going to watch that one fly as well. And as you can see, we are filling the drone now. Okay, so are we pausing for now?
We are pausing for now, preparing ourselves. We have to recharge our batteries, and then we'll move inside the market.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are still not seeing the bigger drone fly yet?
It will fly.
Okay.
It will fly. Once we finish everything, we'll take off with that one as well.
So definitely, I'm not leaving here until this particular one has been flown in the air. And as you can see, it has a bigger capacity. This one has 10 liters of chlorine in there. And this one can carry half of that. So they are preparing their batteries to fly this one again. That is the drone team at the moment. We'll be moving to the other sectors of the market where a lot is also happening there. We have other teams that are also in there doing disinfection right on this street. So we'll move quickly to that. By the time we come back, the bigger drone has been filled up and we're ready to go. So this is Disinfection Day, as you call it, for COVID-19. And the Zoom Lion team and a number of district assemblies, the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, have all gathered. And we're doing this disinfection exercise.
I'm a man on the beat. Nanaya Jima at Swami Market would also come in, but the Rasta Sasari Donko is monitoring the situation where he is giving us extensive coverage on the actions being undertaken. And you can see these guns, spraying machines undertaking all this. Nanaya Jima is at Swami. Of course, there's a market there, and Nanaya Ojima has come through with some contributing content by way of the visuals we have. But Nanaya is also joining us on phone as we have all these discussions alongside the visuals. And Nanaya, so far from what you have sent, what picture can you paint for us as far as this is related, this extensive disinfection exercise?
Hello, Roland, it's very difficult to hear you.
Well, I'm hoping that you can hear me clearly. Where you are and from the pictures or the visuals so far you've sent through, how can you describe the exercise undertaken so far?
All right, so far we are done with the Sun market, so we are yet to move to another market in the Sun municipality. Already we had about 50 people, some of our sprayers who have the spraying machines, and through that they are trying to disinfect all the areas in the market from pad west or trading west of the traders to the streets, and also some of the shops. They are trying to, the frontage of the shops, they are trying to disinfect all these areas here at the Sun market. And already we've had the Sun market done. They had some people going ahead of them, some sweepers. So they sweep the area, gather the refuse, awaiting a vehicle to catch these refuse from the area. And after that, they spray or they disinfect the areas, the market, and the west of the people, and also the streets. And so here we have some spraying machines. Even though there are drones here, they didn't use the drones for the market. They say the drones deployed at the Sun magazine, which is a very huge area, industrial area, and they think the drone will be useful there. So the Sun magazine is done, the Sun market is done. We are yet to move to another area to continue the exercise. But interestingly, when we got to the area, there were some who had come to trade, and according to them, even though they knew that the team will be coming, they wanted to, do some trading early morning, but unfortunately, the team was here early enough, and immediately they saw the team and with the military men and everything, they packed their wares and left to their homes.
So we are saying that by today, about 10 markets here at Swami will be done, including the Swami magazine and other industrial enclaves in the Swami municipality.
If you extensively, you look at the allied markets close by, in what form are they? Are they big, are they medium, or just very small, mid-sized markets?
All right, so the Swami market is the biggest here in the Swami municipality. The others are small markets in various communities here in Swami. So we are yet to move to the other markets, the smaller ones, but I'm learning that there are other 2 medium markets in the municipality, and from there, the rest of them are small markets the team say they can do in few minutes. So we are expecting by close of day, all these markets here will be disinfected, and with the drones being deployed to Swam Magazine, it's expected that today the exercise will be completed here at the Swam municipality.
But it would speak volumes about extensively how resources have been marshaled to make sure that we move from bigger markets and go to the next one, etc. Where and the teams that you've moved with, what can you say in relation to the resources, the facilities, and the entourage that is undertaking this exercise?
If we are talking about the team itself, that's the spraying team, I would say I'm very impressed with their protective wear and the with which they are working. I'm very impressed, and we are expecting that by Tuesday, and with with support from the assembly and the MCs on the ground, other municipal, other people who work in the municipality, the assemblymen and the unit committee members are also, here to guide the team and also give them some support. So we are expecting same in other areas, other markets to be visiting soon.
Well, when it comes to this, then it also means that we will be on you as you also get to the next point of the market. Where will you be moving next? Now, from there, which other markets have been lined up for you to cover with the team you're moving with?
So from interaction with leaders of the team, they tell me the Abdumanu market is next, and I'm hearing that it's a medium-sized market. So they'll be doing the medium-sized market before they go to the smaller ones across the municipality. But the one that a lot of people are waiting for is the Swam Magazine, which is the biggest among the places we are expecting them to disinfect here. So that is the biggest challenge, and we hope that with the drones and other equipment, that will be done effectively and quickly.
We'll have to let you go, though. But talking about the Swam market, because of what you said, its size, its dimension, or how big it is, how does that pose an enormous tax for the team, based on your experiences and observations, too?
Roland, can you please take that question again?
Looking at the size of the Swam market, and based on your own experiences and observations, how does that pose a challenge for the spraying team?
That is the Swam Magazine, if my guess is right.
Exactly, sir.
Swam Magazine is an industrial enclave. Lots of mechanics, spare parts dealers, and other work related to mechanical activities go on at the Swam Magazine. So I'm learning one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in the West Africa sub-region. And just imagine how huge the Swam Magazine industrial enclave is. And it's very huge, I should say. It's very huge. It will take quite a length of time to get this area disinfected and this area cleared of this virus we are trying to fight.
Thank you. Nanaya Ojima is our reporter in the Swami area. The team he is moving with operating this way. They look at various designated markets, and the next port of call is, of course, the big industrial hub and market of Swami. But look, a man who has been very extensive in the coverage this morning is Erastus Asaridonko. And he's currently in the center of the market, the central market. So let's go straight to him and see what he's got.
Hotman.
So we have this gentleman we're going to follow for a while. Which street are you going to go?
Unless infantry. Okay. I don't.
All right, so let's follow you. Let's follow you as you do your job. And we have also been joined here by the Menchia Divisional Commander, ACP Boa, who is also joining the exercise. So you are here with us on the streets as well?
Yes.
So far, with security, how far?
You are seeing what we are all seeing. Everything is okay. The market the traders are not here. The drivers have also listened to us, and so they are not on the streets. So security-wise, it has not been very difficult.
Any acts of people trying to break into shops or any acts of?
So far, so very good. We only had a small hitch around Achamfo bus terminal, but it's been solved. Some drivers wanted to park at where they were not supposed to park this morning, and that one has been solved. Now we are going to fumigate the police cells. So
we're going to fumigate the police cells. Yes. And that's quite a distance from here. It's just a walking distance. So we're following ACP Boa, who is the Menchia Divisional Police Commander. They are going to fumigate the police cells at the moment. So they are taking some 2 spraying guns with him at the moment. We are walking to the Menchia Police Divisional Police Command, and we're going to watch how the cells will be fumigated at the moment. So in your shutdown, we are taking 2 spraying guns at the moment. We are walking all the way to the Menchia police station. And we're going to fumigate the cells when we get there. So this exercise is still ongoing. We do understand from the Deputy Local Government Minister that we are bringing in reinforcement. And by reinforcement, we are getting more spraying guns to join the team because the market is very big, the central market, I think. And so we are getting more spraying gangs to join us. We are also getting more trucks, spraying trucks, to also join us in this exercise to ensure that at the end of the day we have every place covered. So in your shots there, we still have quite a number of the teams who are coming in here to make sure we finish Kumasi proper. We have the military personnel who are also going from one place to the other. And as you can see, the military officers who are also on the ground to ensure that the writing is done as well.
No, this one we don't want to put it on news.
Okay, so the commander doesn't want to speak to us.
No, if it's about you interviewing me on that, I'm okay with that.
Fantastic.
I want to tell him something.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what is commander doing on the streets with us?
Oh, certainly I'm the GOC of this command, and it's my responsibility to ensure that things go on well. That's why I'm here with my soldiers to ensure that this exercise is carried out properly. Yeah.
So far you've been going around. How is the situation?
To be honest with you, from the beginning, it wasn't good at all. We should have started around 5, up till around 6. I was here at KJTM Market. I didn't see Zoom Lion vehicles there. I went to Asafo Market. I didn't see. Later on, I heard from my chief operations officer that they were working right from, I think, Ejisu to Tech coming down. So it's now that the thing is picking up. By the time that we wanted to start, actually, we're not happy with it. We should have started.
We were able to start around 6. I think I was joined the team around 6 here at the Central Market. Yeah. But when you go around in terms of security, how do you see the whole situation?
Oh, security is well. I mean, security is okay. We haven't had problems with the market women or the citizens of Kumasi. They are cooperating seriously with us, and things are going on normal without any problem.
What should we expect going forward as the day draws near?
We believe that with this fumigation, with what we are hearing about this infection, it might be there might be a containment. We strongly believe that disinfection will, this fumigation will help in one way or the other to stop the containment of the disease in Ashanti and for Kumasi in particular.
And I know soldiers, you are not supposed to be scared. Are you scared of the virus?
Why want to be scared? We're not human beings. We are human beings. Certainly, if you look all the world over, even ministers, prime ministers, and presidents have been affected. So we are not superhuman beings. And we are not. So certainly, we should be scared too as well. Yes.
Any measures at the 4BN level, trying to ensure that the men, sanitize the area, they do not get infected?
Oh yes, we military, as you know, we keep our barracks very, very clean. If you have visited the barracks before, very, very, very clean. And we, in fact, before even this issue about fumigation and then cleaning, the barracks used to be kept clean. And then, of course, our soldiers have been educated on the various things that we're supposed to do to not to be infected. So within the barracks, everything is okay. We have no problems, and the soldiers are aware. And then I want to also add that when the thing started, the military high command, led by the Chief of Defense Staff, came with service commanders, and then there was mini diabetes in almost all the garrisons. My garrison was the second garrison that they visited, and then they talked to the soldiers, the civilian employees who are working with us, and our families. And with this talk that we had from our military high command, things have changed seriously, and then we don't have problems at all in the barracks.
Your name, sir?
I'm Brigadier General Afo, the GOC Central Command, Kumasi.
Thank you very much, Commander. Yeah. Thank you very much. So Brigadier General Afo there with his men monitoring and ensuring that the right things are done. So we continue with the disinfection. We're trying to reach the Zongo police station, and we do understand that 2 teams are going there to disinfect the cells, and that is where we are going to observe it for ourselves over there, how things are going. So as we walk to that area, we'll also be encountering scenes on the streets, as you're seeing in your shots, people gathering around to catch a glimpse of what is going on at the moment. So you can see people on the streets. This is the street that leads to Alaba, and it's a merchant hub, trading hub for the city of Kumasi, and this is where all sorts of merchandise come to Kumasi, from bicycles to spices to other things, and this is where the disinfection exercise is also going on. As you can see, people have gathered here. I'll try to just get a word or two from people. Why are you here?
Yeah, we are here because of the holidays, and we are seeing how they are spraying all the market, different areas.
But you are not supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's true, but I have to come and see. To see how the thing is going on, because I don't want somebody to tell me tomorrow, oh, yesterday they are spraying, we came here, we see what is going on, this. No. That's
Are you aware that by getting so many people closer, you increase your chances of getting infected?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
But you still want to be here?
No, I'll go back, because I just want to talk something about little small.
Oh, fantastic. So what have you seen so far?
Oh, it's very nice. What I'm seeing, the way people are comfortable themselves, people, not much of people, it will be very, very, very nice. Yes, sir.
Well, so quite a number of people who have gathered here just to catch a glimpse of what is going on. As you can see, a number of people from all the way to Alaba. So the street behind me leads to Alaba, the merchant trading hub, and from here you can also go to Menchia Palace, where another team is also situated. But we're going to take this route, try to get to the Zongo police station, where the cells, the police cells, are going to be disinfected at the moment. We want to catch the action. So we're going through these alleys. As you can see, quite a number of people live scattered around this particular place. We are getting to the Zongo police station, and as we go along, we'll try to gauge the mood of the people here. So what is happening here? are you aware of the virus? He can't speak English.
Right. Let's go show you something. Here is a real zongo.
First, here's a real zongo. And what's the level of knowledge about this virus?
Okay, everything is fine. But I'm new come back here. Come in. They got interview. Okay.
Well, so inside the zongo, many people sit around.
Yeah, the people stay around.
There are people who have quite some knowledge about the virus.
Yeah.
But do you really care about your safety concerning this, the spread of this virus?
Yeah, but so far so good.
What have you done to protect yourself?
Later on, I came to buy something. When going that home, I'll do myself everything.
What have you done to protect yourself?
My things is, I have a tissue, but everything I wash my hand and soap. That's so very well. Go that place, you see something.
All right, so we're trying to get to the police station. We're walking through alleys after alleys inside the zongo. And we are just walking over to catch the disinfection of the police cells at the Zongo area. We're almost there. It's interesting how people react to the spread of the virus, and you can see people grouping together. It's a morning, so there are those who are preparing their cocoa for the morning. You can see people preparing and selling their cocoa at the moment, and that's the local porridge. And we are just behind the police station. So we'll just enter and see what is going on within the cells. Okay, there we are. So if you've been monitoring, wherever we pass, we have empty streets. And just because people have decided not to open shops, they really want to comply. And so you can see empty streets. And this is the Zongo police station. Okay, so we'll try to go in there to see what is happening with respect to the disinfection of the police cells. So here at the Zongo police station, you can see the men and women, some of them in PPE, as you can see. So we'll get to the police cells to see what is going to happen. So if you're watching us live, we are now at the Zongo police station where the Zongo Menshia Divisional Headquarters is located. So Commander, have we started with the disinfection?
They are there.
Okay, so let's go inside.
Now we are done with the cells.
Okay.
Okay, this is the charge of, this is the first point of call.
So you can see the ground is wet already and the disinfection has started.
We've taken away all the suspects.
And this is the police cell.
Yes, we've taken away all the suspects and they've done a very good job for us. They've disinfected the whole place and they are now going to the CID office, the divisional CID office, where we receive a lot of people, complainants, witnesses, suspects, and other visitors.
So take us there. Let's see the action. So this is disinfection of the Zongo police station, and already the team is here, and they've done quite a yeoman's job. You can see the spraying team over here. So have they finished with the whole setup?
Yes, from here the last point of call will be the divisional MTTD office.
Okay.
That will be the last point of call. After that, we will say thank you to them for a good job done.
All right.
Yes.
So let's go to the MTTD where we do the last disinfection. And let me say that staff of Zoom Lion has been engaging and doing a great job on the streets of Kumasi, disinfecting every part of the market. So we came to the Zongo police station where we also have the Menshia Divisional Headquarters. And already we've done the cells, we've done the offices, and we are going to do the MTTD as well. We have the Divisional Crime Officer as well with us here. Would you say hi to us?
Oh, good morning.
So this is the MTTD. This is our last port of call. So we're waiting for the team to come around.
Charlie, last place.
Spraying or disinfection exercises to make sure firsthand markets, not only in Accra but also Kumasi and the rest of the country, are locked down at a certain point in time, at least in a particular day. And today they're doing it in Kumasi. The Minister for the Ashanti Region had indicated, looking at the enormity of the exercise, how big Kumasi and the rest of the markets are, well, if they don't complete the exercise in a day or two, they would have to continue up to Sunday. We'll see about that. What we can give you is comprehensive coverage of how this is being undertaken. And we also want you, for example, if you live close to any of those markets where they are undertaking the disinfection and you have seen some related tales you would also want to contribute to us, you can tag us on Facebook. JoyNews on TV is always available for you. It is our official page. And while you tag us, also like the page as well. Send comments. We have a Twitter handle at JoyNews on TV. Also, get to follow us. Give us more of your comments subsequently. But it is also in conjunction with the various assemblies in Ashanti to make sure that this exercise is a success. We'll go back to Erasa Sasari Donko in due time. But the preparation has been done, making sure since dawn they're able to put the logistics together. And then also we have these spraying exercises undertaken. Call from market is where we're taking you, and we'll tell you what is going on there just to get you up to speed with minute-by-minute action by the National Disinfection Team that is doing all this. And let's take you to call from. And what can you tell us to be the latest? And it's part of the national disinfection exercise being undertaken in Kumasi. Well, we took you live to Crofrom. What you're seeing, live pictures from Crofrom, and the team, they did this based on simulations that had been undertaken. It's part of their work though, but they did these simulations knowing that there needed to be some notification to these market women and traders, and then after this evacuation they will go there and do the spraying. And that's what you're seeing so far. Our team right here at JoyNews covering the exercise deployed there. The whole of the regional capital have been extensive. Look, they've been doing great work so far. If you want to get up-to-the-minute information on this exercise being undertaken in the Ashanti Regional Capital, this is the right way to go. And part of the whole team monitoring is the leadership, the general officer commanding the command there, making sure that he and his men, alongside the personnel deployed as part of the entire task force to help keep law and order, are also monitoring the situation. And you can see them well geared with their nose masks and just making sure that they put everything in place. These interactions are important to ensure that residents don't come into contact with the team and don't disrupt actions on ground. Erastus Asari Donko and the rest of the team, Nanaya Ojima, Kwesi Debra, we also do have Prince and the rest of them. Will bring all this to you as it unfolds, as it keeps being covered throughout the rest of the day. What we're doing is also to enable you get the insight into how the exercise is being undertaken. Let's be president.